let off some steam.
Hello, this is Clover and welcome to Let Off Some Steam, episode
11.
Just to be transparent, I've met the developers of this game. Nice guys. Now, is this going to affect my review? Fuck no, if I think it's shit, it's shit. So here comes the review. Kingdom New Lands, an indie game released in August 2016. Looks cute. In today's celebration, we crown the new monarch, King Barry XIV.
Well, I didn't vote for you.
The first few minutes of the game is an introduction to the simplest elements of the game's mechanics. It gives you the title in game instead of a special flashy pre-rendered cutscene. This ghost gives you a basic tutorial on how everything in the game works. You get coins, make a campfire, hire peasants, buy the tools, and pay for the construction workers to build for you. Filthy peasants. At first you think that the game's mechanics are going to be nice and simple, but you'd be wrong. Very wrong. After teaching you the basics, the game leaves you to learn the rest by yourself. It literally tells you nothing after the rudimentary tutorial. Anything you want to do in the game, you have to find out. For example, I found out that this thing upgrades your buildings and capabilities to stone instead of just wooden structures on my second playthrough, even though I already used it in my first. There we are. The new kingdom of Kekistan. First order of business, praise Kek. I carried on through the game, got to like, I don't know, 25 nights or something. I got stone walls, catapults, archer turrets, and then got wrecked by this little crazy Gary Busey's. So far, it's actually a pretty interesting game.
So what do? Do you say nothing because of your shirt has on?
The gameplay is literally done by 3 points of control: analog stick for movement, trigger buttons for speeding up, and the A button for giving out cash. So you probably think to yourself, why you play a game for babies? There are more better games to play with complication control. And yes, you'd be right, there are more complicated controls, Sergey, but as easy as it is to control your character, the complications come from the mechanics. The way you manage your kingdom is the complicated part. You have to be very careful to know where and when to spend your money, because making it back is not particularly easy. It forces you to be very careful with what you spend your money on. Is it necessary to build this wall? Is it necessary to buy this hammer? Is it necessary to pay for that body pillow you want because it's too socially awkward to get a real girlfriend? The important things in life. Learning is key to this game. You start by knowing absolutely nothing about the game and gradually you see how everything works. It took me about, 2 hours to get a grasp of everything. So you can expand your borders, protect them with walls, build farms, upgrade your base. For a game with such simple controls, there is a lot to do. Before I forget, the combat consists of standing about when you watch the Gary Buseys try and destroy your hard work.
We need to build a wall.
Oh, say can you see?
The visuals are really cute. All the characters have a particular retro style, minimalist even. Even though the game is pretty much all pixels, the shadows and lights affect everything nearby in an impressive way, and sometimes does it better than most 3D AAA games. The little Gary Busey things freaked me out a little bit first time I saw them, so yeah, they're satisfyingly creepy.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, no. I'm not ready to deal with that yet. They're still coming after me. No, Horsey, don't give up now. Just keep running. Your life is in danger, Horsey. Still running after me? No, yep. Ah! Get away! Oh no! Only problem I have with the visuals is that a lot of indie developers have a thing with going for simplistic pixel art, but they end up making blocky stickmen, which isn't really that much of an homage to retro games as they think. Look at these games from the 80s and early 90s. There was far more detail in the sprites than most modern indie developers like to include in their games. Overture did a better job than Kingdom did in getting a more classically retro look. The sound is a bit weird. Half of it is cutesy cartoon noises, and the other half is kind of realistic. It's not creepy, it's just inconsistent. You either use one or the other. Overall, I like everything. While the whole quote-unquote homage thing is a bit annoying, things look nice, things sound nice, and, generally a very good-looking game. The world doesn't really need explaining. The game world you're in is, much like Folktale, something to deliver you some gameplay instead of shoving tons of bullshit down your throat. All I know is, you need to expand your borders, protect your people, and destroy the Gary Busey portals. I always think about how they came up with a name for the game, though. Okay, Erlich, we made the game, you have a kingdom, and you set up your kingdom, and then manage your kingdom. Yes, Svein, I like the game we made about kingdoms. What do we call a game about kingdoms? I'm not sure, Orlik. What would you call a game about kingdoms? I've got it. What about kingdom? Orlik, you're so stupid. The story is yours to do with as you please. To put it simply, you are royalty who has had to abandon their homeland for some reason, so you build your kingdom and build defenses in your goal to destroy all the portals. An extra thing that is apparently not in the classic version of the game is that there are boats on each new land you arrive at. Fixing these boats can get you to travel to other places to basically set up colonies, kill the native Gary Buseys, take all the resources, rule Britannia, so on and so forth. So depending on what you do on what day, how quickly or slowly your kingdom develops, the story truly is for the player to experience in their own way and not something predetermined by the developers. I had a little fear that maybe I'd be biased in this review, but I want to clarify, I am being honest. Not trying to be rude, you're nice guys, Raw Fury, but come on guys, I have to be fair. Alright, is this game worth getting?
yeah, if you have the patience to play a game with a lot, and I mean a lot of waiting around, go for it. It's really nice and quite satisfying to play once you get to a late game scenario. Only thing is, I felt like I had to be careful in every decision I made. All the mistakes I made actually taught me how to improve in my next playthrough, especially to prepare for the winter. Remember.
Winter is coming.
All in all, I actually had a good time, and I can see myself coming back to this game in the future, and hopefully we'll see more games coming from Raw Fury, seeing as this game is a pretty novel way of using mechanics in an indirect way. I give it a cup of Earl Grey out of 7. In other words, I like it. Okay, thanks for watching. Got a few things to say. First thing, reason why I did so many giveaways these past few episodes is because I had some Humble Bundle keys left over and I thought, why not give them out to people online? Second thing, I'll post the rest of some random codes on my Discord server. Third thing, guy who got binary domain, enjoy it. It's good. Fourth thing, I've set up some social media pages to try and get more in touch with you guys if I can. Links to my new Tumblr and Discord are down below in the description, so if you want to join or follow, go ahead. You're welcome to, even though they're both still under construction. Thanks for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in episode 12.